Sage Wanderer here with a quick update. It appears that, according to Politico, a copy of a recent decision concerning abortion at the Supreme Court has been released, and it's been leaked. This is not official. This is according to Politico. They're backing it, saying this is legit. And from what I can understand, it doesn't prohibit abortion. It doesn't make abortion illegal. This is the lie that the pro-abortionists are going to be spreading. They're going to say that this is the end of legal abortion in America, and that is not the case. All the decision says is that it's up to each state. They've decided to uphold states' rights. Gosh, about time. I think states ought to have the rights on everything. But the federal government needs to do very little in our world, and the states need to step up. So the decision, according to this leak, says that it's the state's right to decide what they want to do on abortion, and that it's not in the national purvey. It's not the national or the federal government's job to regulate that. It's the state's job. But the pro-abortionists are going to say, oh, this is it. It's the end. They've outlawed abortion. They're going to outlaw abortion. No. It depends on what state you live in. I mean, if you don't want to finance abortions and be part of that, and move to a state where it's where abortion is limited or illegal. If you are pro-abortion and you want to live in that, I'm sorry, abortion zone, right? Just move there. They're never going to change that in California. So if you're, if that's important to you, move there, right? If pro-life is important to you, move to a pro-life state. And I also think this is going to have a really big impact on gun rights as well. They're going to, I think, do away with the NFA, the National Firearms Act, because if you take this decision, this is going to let you know what the Supreme Court might decide in future cases concerning anything to do with states' rights. And gun control is at the center of the state rights argument. Texas, for instance, made it legal for you to create or buy your own silencer, your own suppressor for your weapon, if you as long as it was made in Texas and stamped made in Texas. And so that's a states' rights thing. The argument is they can make whatever they want, sell whatever they want, and the federal government needs to stay out of it. And so this is what the Supreme Court has decided about abortion, that it's each state's rights to decide on what they want to do, and the federal government has no authority there. And I think they might find the same truth to be evident in some of these upcoming Second Amendment cases where states' rights are at the center of it. So it looks like our Supreme Court, for the first time in my lifetime, is finally starting to stand up for the constitutional rights of the states to govern themselves. Really, this isn't about the topic, regardless of how you feel about either of these topics. This is about the direction the Supreme Court's going, and how that's going to affect future cases and the legality of many things. And I think probably legalizing marijuana in each state, and the federal government doing nothing about it is, I think, more evidence how the federal government really doesn't have the authority to do anything about it. It's up to each state. These controversial topics, it's the states' rights and the people's rights to vote on what they want to do in their state. And the Supreme Court has held that up. And so now we're going to look forward to seeing what they have to say about some of these other topics. But don't listen to the screaming memes on the left. This is not a banning of abortion nationwide. This just simply puts it in the hands of the state. And who knows, Politico might be full of it. We'll see, because this thing looks like it's about to be released, and it may trigger riots. It may trigger huge demonstrations, because they're going to believe this means that abortion is now illegal, but that's not at all what this decision says. It says it's up to your state to decide. Tell me what you think about this topic in the comment section. Keep it nice. Love each other, little children. Love each other.